Tony Hawk puts a feather in his cap. Tony Hawk's 900 has to start things off. That 1999 trick didn't just earn applause, it became a cultural touchstone that skating deserved recognition as an athletic discipline. Hawk's spin on live television at the X Games marked a change in how the public viewed skaters, not as rebels escaping rules, but as highly trained athletes commanding control over physics. After the 900, every young skater suddenly had a new number to chase. It raised the ceiling for what was possible. By 2005, another legendary moment arrived. Danny Way. Way up. Danny Way's jump over the Great Wall of China. The idea sounded unreal, riding a custom-built mega ramp, launching him across one of the world's most historic landmarks. Danny had already been known for mega ramp innovation, but this combined skateboarding's raw risk with the grand scale of global spectacle. Millions watched, and media outlets that had never covered skateboarding before suddenly paid attention. That image of Way soaring above the Great Wall symbolized the sport's global rise. It also showed how corporate support and technology could merge with personal obsession to produce a single defining moment. Then came a kid in 2003. Ryan Sheckler shakes things up. Ryan Sheckler winning X Games gold at just 13 blew our minds. At that time, seeing an adolescent dominate a professional field was unthinkable. But Ryan's win marked how skate culture collided perfectly with early 2000s media trends. His story fit the MTV generation, the charismatic prodigy balancing fame and authenticity. As cameras followed him in Life of Ryan, skateboarding reached living rooms that had never looked twice before. Through him, the sport's next wave began to understand that technical skill and public image could coexist, even if that balance was fragile. By the mid-decade point, skateboarding entered a phase where underground roots mixed with mainstream visibility. The early 2000s turned individual grit into global entertainment. What once felt like rebellion became a televised identity. And just when it looked like the peak was in sight, technology and media would completely rewrite the sport again. Rob Dyrdek, skating to the office. Speaking of reinvention, number 7 belongs to Rob Dyrdek's longest 50-50 grind from 2007. Achieving over 100 feet, Rob wasn't chasing danger in the traditional sense, more like precision, riding a custom rail over 200 feet long. He entered the Guinness Book of World Records. What made it powerful wasn't just the grind itself, but how Rob connected performance with media branding. He turned skateboarding into a lifestyle enterprise through television and sponsorships. While some criticized the commercialization, it opened doors, demonstrating that skaters could be media creators, business minds, and marketing pioneers, while still pushing technical limits. After Dyrdek's record, skating wasn't just about tricks. It was about narrative, image, and a corporate rise. Speaking of heights, Danny Way's two-way street. Danny Way rolls in again at number 6, landing the mega ramp distance record in 2008. By now, mega ramps had evolved far beyond the small wooden transitions of the past. They resembled engineering marvels. Danny's jump wasn't merely a stunt. It was a test of physics, safety gear innovation, and mental composure. The distance he cleared set a new measurable frontier. How far could a skateboarder travel and land super clean? No trick was needed for spectators to feel awe. It underscored a truth. The equipment and ramp design had become as important as the skater's skills and instincts. Every ramp session afterward carried that influence, bridging engineering with courage. Tom Schaar, the triple threat. At number 5, we come to the halfway mark. You definitely want to stay tuned for the most current record set by a Brazilian skater. It's a real nail-biter. Okay, so the first ever 1080 in 2012. Tom Schaar landed 3 full rotations mid-air, clean on a mega ramp when he was just 12. What's striking isn't only the spin count, but how quickly the world saw it. The clip went viral overnight. YouTube's growing skate community shared it endlessly. Unlike the 900, this wasn't broadcast live on television. It was shared through screens at parking lots, in classrooms and campuses everywhere. The intertubes reduced the distance between pro and amateur. Skaters could try new tricks, film them, and immediately join the digital conversation. The 1080 symbolized generational change. Younger, tech-immersed, and globally connected athletes redefining progression. Nyjah Huston, Ya Willing, At numero cuatro, Nyjah Huston's reign over street league skateboarding redefined what competition meant for the sport. At 9.9, Nyjah holds the record for the highest score in SLS history. SLS was started in 2010 by our 50-50 record breaker Rob Dyrdek as a standardized series backed by big sponsors. Accurate scoring systems and professional presentation had once been a subjective pastime. Nyjah's performance throughout that decade wasn't subtle dominance. It was methodical mastery. His runs looked rehearsed yet effortless, his consistency statistically unmatched. He didn't just win, he set new expectations for execution under pressure. Nyjah's precision made judging tangible. Tricks were graded down to each flick, and slow-motion replays dissected his landings like Olympic gymnastics. This technical transparency gave audiences a way to appreciate difficulty and control. For the first time, spectators could quantify excellence. Street League also amplified global access through broadcast deals and digital streaming. Fans from Sao Paulo to Tokyo could watch the same session in real time. The sport that once thrived on grainy VHS tapes now lived in professional lighting. Leticia Bufoni, Banana Fana Bufoni. Leticia Bufoni's record for most medals, won by a female skateboarder, drops in at number 3. For decades, skate culture glorified male pioneers, often sidelining the women and girlies. Bufoni's presence across X Games and Street League shifted that narrative. Her fearless approach on stair sets and handrails proved that technical ability knew no gender lines. Each medal she earned wasn't just a tally, it was momentum for equality. She helped establish an ecosystem where female skaters received sponsorships and competitive consistency. What Bufoni achieved extended beyond statistics. Her visibility encouraged entire regional scenes, especially in Brazil, to invest in training and recognition for females. When international contests aired, young skaters saw her grinning under massive arena lights, proof they belonged in the spotlight too. The story of globalization in skateboarding isn't complete without inclusion, and Bufoni became central to that shift. Through her, diversity became measurable progress, not just a philosophical goal. Yuto Horigome, Land of the Grinding Sun. Our number 2 ripper, Yuto Horigome, made his debut at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, winning gold for Japan not once, but twice. A remarkable achievement, to say the least. His victories symbolized years of effort, finally acknowledged on the largest athletic stage on Earth. The Olympic broadcast gave skateboarding structured visibility, yet the events retained organic energy. Commentary emphasized creativity over rigid formality, and the athletes carried authenticity straight from local parks to the podium. Seeing Horigome's calm precision and youthful joy showed the sport's balance between control and spontaneity. Suddenly, other countries built skate programs, while small towns built skate parks. At this stage, skateboarding's records meant more than physical milestones. They expressed cultural milestones. Nyjah systematized excellence. Bufoni expanded equality, and Tokyo legitimized the movement globally. Each represented a step from spontaneous street art to institutional respect. Yet, under that official sheen, the emotional DNA remained unchanged. Progression and self-expression. The rebellion didn't vanish. It evolved into pride, carried through televised athleticism. And that brings us to another frontier, where guts redefines the game once again. Sandro Dias. Days of Thunder. Number 1, the one you've been waiting for. Brazilian vert skateboarding legend Sandro Dias broke 2 Guinness World Records with the audacious Red Bull building drop in Porto Alegre, Brazil. Happening just last month, the feat involved transforming the curved facade of the 22-story Centro Administrativo Fernando Ferrari building into a massive temporary quarter pipe. Dias successfully executed a drop-in from a maximum height of 70 meters, 229 feet, a dramatic descent that lasted just 8 seconds. The scale of the drop earned him the record for tallest drop into a temporary quarter pipe. During his run, he reached an astonishing top speed of 103.8 kilometers per hour, that's 64.5 miles per hour, securing the second record for fastest speed skateboarding on a temporary quarter pipe. The 50-year-old skater's success was the result of 10 months of rigorous training, including G-force and high-speed tests, to withstand the extreme forces, reaching up to 3.9 Gs, experienced at the bottom of the ramp. This monumental achievement turned an urban legend into skateboarding history. Now, that's one for the books. Over the last 25 years, skateboarding has traveled from half-pipes behind grocery stores to Olympic podiums under global lights. Each record we've explored wasn't just a new number. It rewrote what counted as progress. Tony Hawk's 900 gave permission to dream beyond gravity. Danny Way proved courage could be architectural. Nyjah Huston engineered precision into a public system. Leticia Bufoni opened the doors wider. And Sandro Dias reminded everyone that hunger still drives everything. What makes this journey remarkable is how skateboarding kept its creative heartbeat intact. Rules arrived, medals appeared, sponsorships multiplied, but freedom survived inside every push. Those spins, flights, and grinds formed a timeline of human experimentation, proof that rebellion will always evolve. Want to dive deeper into skateboarding? Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Let Me Explain for more stories where culture and creativity collide. Thank you for hanging with us.